politicians. My God, why are the leading politicians in this country just so grey? Cameron, Osborne, Miliband, Balls, to name but a few, so grey and so very, very dull. No wonder people are turned off by these muppets. They're just so very boring to listen to. They argue over the same policies with minute differences, and when asked a question, they either just attack the other party and never give a straight answer. This was Ed Balls' answer to a direct question this morning on the Andrew Marr Show.
And finally, the VAT, a temporary cut, which you've talked about in the past. Is that still going ahead?
Well, it's not going ahead because our Chancellor, George Osborne's got his head in the sand.
Obviously under you. We're not talking about George Osborne, we're talking about you. Would you do that? Would you still introduce...
Today in government...
I'm not talking about today, I'm talking about after the election. Are you still planning to bring in a temporary VAT cut?
In my speech 2 weeks ago, what I said was that today, and for the last 2 or 3 years, to get the economy moving...
Today is irrelevant because you're not the Chancellor.
It's not irrelevant.
Well, it is, you're not the Chancellor, and I'm asking you what you would do if you were the Chancellor in 2015.
It's not irrelevant because the argument is important. If George Osborne had done this 2 years ago, then we'd be in a better place.
Okay, but in
over the next year, if the recovery takes hold, as I hope it will, if it will be not a strong one, but if it takes hold, I said last week or 2 weeks ago, the balance of advantage will shift from a VAT cut, which is what we would do now and would have done, to long-term capital investment as the best way to keep the economy growing. So, no, do I expect...
You lose the will to live just listening to him. You know he's lying. You know he's a career politician only looking out for himself. He's a disgusting Bilderberg minion like Cameron and Osborne, all who are doing the bidding for their Rothschild's masters. Can't you see that the main parties are working towards the same agenda? If Labour get in power in 2015, nothing will change. No wonder the likes of Nigel Farage are soaring in the polls. He has charm, he has charisma, he tells it like it is. Again, UKIP aren't the be-all and end-all of our problems, but at least they're not as grey as the likes of Balls, Cameron and Osborne. It's so depressing to think that this once great nation, all we can produce is the likes of this scum. Come on, people, let's come together, let's vote in some people who will tell it like it is, somebody who's got a bit of charm and charisma, rather than these dreary, grey, middle-aged men. Oh my God.